So to start, I picked up some 5W20, a 5 quart, a 1 quart, and an oil filter. Honestly, if they had these C7 Corvettes on Walmart, just like a little bit lower like this, boy, look at that. Oh, shit. It's awesome. I don't got no wheel truck, so brakes have to be the solution right now. So going underneath the car, I'm right under the radiator fan. Right here is your oil pan. This is what you need to be worried about. Look at this, bro. I might have scraped a couple times on something. Look at all those scratch marks. Ugh. Don't cut your springs. Do not do it. Or if you do, be smart about it and add like a metal skid plate on the bottom. You know, that's what I plan to do one of these days. Go exhaust right there. I want to remove those cats, man, but headers for these things are over $1,000, nearly $2,000. So look at your oil filter. Your oil filter is right above here around the power steering area. Right there. Next thing to get is the oil pan and drain the oil, and we'll go from there. Once you feel it coming loose, just take it off by hand. It'll make a little mess, you know, you get your fingers a little dirty, but it's not bad. Just have a rag on handy when you're doing this so you can wipe your hands off. Forgot to open the air hole. While you're checking your oil drain plug, make sure that it's not damaged, that all the threads are just fine, the gasket's on there. Sometimes some drain plugs have a copper gasket, or even a gasket fixed onto the drain pan. Some of these drain plugs have like a little magnet on here. Mine particularly doesn't, but if you have one, that's great. If you see like a lot of metal particles on the top, clean that off really good. It's just an indicator that there's some metal shavings that are in the engine, which is kind of a bad thing, but you know, hopefully your engine's okay. So let's just put it back. Just make sure you clean your area good. My rag was a little oily, so I might see a little oil residue there. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so that was easier to come off. I don't think I needed the little special tool. Not that special, but I'm just saying. All right, there shouldn't be a lot of oil coming out, but make sure you catch all of it. Just be careful because you might drop a lot of oil. So this is what I'm working with. You need a 5W20 for your 4.62 valve. Choose any oil brand you want. Obviously I went with Valvoline. Really any oil is fine. I just picked up this oil filter. Part number is ST2, and you need 6 quarts to complete the job. So start by taking out your oil filter, and what we're going to do is oil the gasket that it has right here. This little gasket right here, you got to oil that before you turn it in there. If you don't oil it, it'll be really difficult to get the oil filter out. So some lubrication from either used oil or new oil will make it just fine and work just fine. And then gently just massage it. Just get it nice and covered up. And that should be fine. Alright, so I just filled it like a little bit. Just put a little bit in there. So yeah, let's just go into installing this. For me, I just like to hand tighten it. I don't really like to put too much. I don't like to use like a little ratchet and tighten it too bad, because it'll be really hard for it to come off when it's time for the next oil change. So just hand tighten it as best you can, and you should be golden. All right, once you're done installing your oil filter back in, make sure you clean your area. And yeah, that should be good for now. All right, after that's done, you can go back up and just pour in your new oil. Let's do that now. Okay, once you're done tightening your drain plug, installing your oil filter, cleaning up, well, that's basically it. That's most of the oil change. The last main thing to do is just look at your oil cap and get your funnel in there and pour the new oil in. I got this little oil funnel. Here's a little tag if you want to screenshot that and scan it for the exact part number. Well, the part number's right there. But this costed me $5 at AutoZone. Turn the oil cap counterclockwise and it just pops out. So I just opened this little 1 quart, and that's the one I used for the oil filters, so I'm just gonna use this first. Also, a little quick tip: if you don't want to spill anything, lay your 4-quart jug sideways or face down. You have a tendency to spill less oil. Alright, once you're done with your 2 products right here, don't throw these away yet. You're gonna dump your old oil in them, so wait for that. Move the funnel, give it a couple taps, put it to the side, close the cap, and that's it. Alright, we're done changing the oil. Now turn on the car. Lower the car off the ramps carefully, or if you don't want to, if you're wary of it, like if you just want to start the engine with a nice flat surface, just put it in neutral, push it down, but be careful with it. I'm just gonna turn mine on and we'll turn it on there and leave it idling. You want to leave it idling for like probably 10-15 minutes, let the oil circulate through the entire engine. I think my car specifically needs to be cold, like the engine needs to be cold enough for me to check the oil, so we'll check that later. So yeah, just leave it idling for a little bit. If you want to check the oil right now, but honestly all the oil is being circulated, so you won't get an accurate reading. So just wait until your oil is cold and all the oils flow down to the oil pan and off the internals. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the old oil in the oil jug. Nothing to see. I'm not gonna show it. Just put the little funnel in the jug right here. And then yeah, just pour it in there, save it, recycle it, go to your local recycling center and they'll take your oil. All right, I just parked it back in the spot and I'll just check on it when it gets cold. I'll give it to like 30 minutes to an hour and I'll come back right to check it. All right, it's been an hour and I'm about to check it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right on line. Okay, it's right on line. It's perfect right where it is. Oil's okay. I'm just gonna put the dipstick back where it goes and that's it. I've been thinking of like a shorter name to call myself. Like my whole name is Rise Android 17. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of a mouthful to say, so I might just say RA17 for Rise, for R, A for Android, then 17. Thanks for watching. That's it. If you got any questions, let me know. Tell me in the comments if this was helpful. And yeah, it's been RA17 and peace.